Hey booktubers, I'm here for a, gigundous book haul, and I'm probably just going to really flip through these books really fast, because this will be like a short version, and if I decide to do a long version, I probably won't go through each one of the books, maybe the ones that aren't quite as prominent in the community at this point, since you have probably all heard over and over again some of these. So, and I also have a couple highlights or updates, if you will, to go through. I'm going to do those first. The first book in my book haul, plus a highlight, is I did purchase Burn Bright by Marianne de Pierres, and I did have to order this from Australia, and yeah, this is a book that Krista at TheCubicleBlindess has been touting for quite a while now, and she's trying to get the book published in the US, and of course subsequently I hope in Canada and the UK. But I am so far 46 pages in. I just got it yesterday, and because it's called Burn Bright, I decided to use my 3D sun bookmark in there. I am loving it so far. The writing is really good. It's not a terribly, as far as the font goes, it's pretty large font, so it's probably going to be a fairly quick read. However, I'm not finding it a quick read in the sense that you can read it fast. The sentence structure and the writing is such that I had to slow down a little bit, because it's a little bit different than just your normal zoom through kind of thing. But it is really, really good, and if you can pay for the shipping from Australia, I don't do that very often, but you can get this at Booktopia in Australia, and the shipping is pretty expensive, but I wanted to go ahead and try it because Krista really loved it, and so there's Burn Bright. Also, I subscribe to Justin's, let me see if I can get his channel here. Justin 941 CU Fan has been doing a book community connection every week, and my subscribe to list has been growing because of it, and he did one recently. I guess it would have been today maybe, and this one is Aisling, and she's a new booktuber. Her channel is MusicGal 201, MusicGal 201. And she is, in her introductory video, she was talking about The Count of Monte Cristo and whether she should read it or not. And I don't know whether she'll watch this video or not, but I am reading The Count of Monte Cristo right now, as probably many of you know. And Aisling, this is the version that I am reading. This is the 1200 page version. There's two versions out. One is shorter than the other, and wait till the light comes back here. This is my leather-bound Easton Press edition. So yeah, 1200 pages. There are 4 volumes in here, or 4 books in one bind-up, if you will. So it's actually 4 books long. Each book is, let's say about 300 pages. Some shorter, some longer than the others. And I love this book, and as you can see, I'm about that far in. So I'm almost halfway, but this book has illustrations in it by a very famous illustrator, but of course, Lynn Ward, very famous illustrator. Throughout this book, there's illustrations like that. So it's kind of fun to read the physical copy. And I also got an ebook copy of it, so that sometimes if I don't want to carry around, or don't want to handle the big huge book, I got an ebook copy on my Sony PRS 350. It's not a Kindle and it's not a Nook, it's a Sony. So I've been teasing people about that lately, because everybody says Kindle when they think e-reader, and that's not true. Kindle is an e-reader, but an e-reader is not a Kindle. So this is my Sony PRS 350, and that's the Pegasus cover showing. I love the Sony it has the best, it's an all touchscreen, and they have been for years, and it has the best software on it that I have seen. I've been watching reviews of the Nook, the Kindle, the new Kindle that's coming out, and I've seen reviews of the Kobo. So far, the Sony, as far as the features that it has on it, the only thing that this one does not have is internet, which I don't really care about for an ebook reader. But it has a lot of other features that are very, very, very nice. So anyway, that's enough about the highlights. So, okay, let's get on with the book hauls. I have many, besides the Burn Bright. This is one that I think, I gotta put the old people's glasses on. Richard Denny will like that I got. This is The Lamp from the Warlock's Tomb. He talks about this book all the time, so I went ahead and got a physical copy of it. And hopefully I'm going to be reading that fairly soon. Let's see. I got the third book in the Relic Master series. I subscribed, or got all four because they're coming out 4 months apart. It's a series that Catherine Fisher has wrote several years ago, and they're now releasing them again in hardback with beautiful covers and everything. And there's one more to go. That'll come out in August. This is book 3. The books are nicely done. As far as inside, it's a very large font, so this will be probably a fast read. And each chapter and different things has, you know, pictures or illustrations, if you will. There's several of them throughout the book, so it's very, very nicely done. Here's another book by Catherine Fisher. I decided to try some of her other ones. This one's called The Oracle Betrayed, and I believe I purchased this as a used book through the Amazon Marketplace, and it has the, if you can see that, it has the decal edge on it. And I think this is a part of a series, The Oracle Prophecies. So, yeah. I wish I have so many books that I have gotten recently, and I can't remember if this is a new book that just came out. I think it is Heaven's Shadow by David Goyer and Michael Cassutt. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And sometimes this is the way I'm deciding whether I want to get a book now, if the cover really intrigues me. Look at the sort of, they did tricks with the light there on that. It's really, really beautiful. And this is kind of a sci-fi. It was sighted 3 years ago in the southern sky. An object 100 kilometers across, originating from the Octans constellation, on a trajectory for our sun. Now its journey is almost over, and humanity's journey is about to begin. Actually, I'm thinking that I saw this now on the Preternatura blog, and I will put a link to that in the description bar if I remember. She at the Preternatura bar. That's oh, what is her name? She tweets all the time. Suzanne Johnson. And if you probably search on Google for Preternatural or Suzanne Johnson, you're going to probably hit her, because she does a lot of these new books coming out in the sci-fi genre, in the young adult genre. It's really, really, she puts a lot of work into that blog. Here's another one that I might have seen on there too, not sure. The Midnight Charter by David Whitley. This is, I believe, possibly a middle grade book. But there again, an awesome, awesome cover. Look at that. So, yeah. The Midnight Charter by David Whitley. Okay, I think this is another middle grade. I'm really getting into middle grade lately. I don't know why, but I think just the stories and the covers really intrigue me. And they just are good. And I understand a lot why Richard Denny likes middle grade, because this is what you get. This is called Children of the Lost. It is book 1 in the Agora trilogy by David Whitley. And yeah, there we go. this is David Whitley also. That must be where I connected the two. But I do not believe these two are, I think these two might be from two different series. Don't really know, because this doesn't say the Agora trilogy on it. So, but that's how I connected the two. I must have been looking this one up and saw this other one, possibly on Amazon. So, okay. Journal to the Self, 22 Paths to Personal Growth. I'm working on journaling just because I want to. And so I am just getting some books on ideas on what to write in your journal, things like that. This is a new book that's out. You're seeing it a lot, I think, in YouTube and on blogs. Shadow Cry by Jenna Burstenshaw. This just came out in the US, and I did do a pre-order on Amazon. Very excited to get to this one. I've been hearing very good reviews about it. I believe it is a witchy story. Now you're going to say, Tim, you just did this on an ebook haul. Yes, I did, as a matter of fact, the Emerald Atlas. But I tell you, I liked the physical cover, and the book is so cool. It's got the raised letters on there. It's got the jacket paper is different. It's kind of nice. It has the decal edge, so you know I'm a sucker for really well constructed, neat books. So I went ahead and ordered the physical copy, and there are just a few illustrations, it looks like, at the chapter beginnings. Not too much, though. So I don't know if there's anything much, nothing special about the book cover or in the actual book hardcover. So here we go. Savannah Gray by Cliff McNish. I think this book has been out for a while. It intrigued me. I love the cover. This is a paper bound with the French flaps on it, and it's kind of a romance, paranormal, I would guess. With a secure new home, life is good for Savannah Gray, but now it seems her body has turned against her. It's become an enemy and a weapon. New boy Reese thinks Savannah's troubling powers are a special gift. No wonder she is attracted to him. But there's another force luring Savannah from safety into danger. A thrilling tale of love and horror from the award-winning author of Breathe, a ghost story. So I thought it sounded really good, and I am not afraid of a romance, so at all. Savannah Gray by Cliff McNish. Along the journal things again, here is another book about writing, the Little Red Writing Book, 20 Powerful Principles of Structure, Style, and Readability. I'm also hoping that things like this are going to help me write, blog entries and things and book reviews and stuff. Just sort of interesting. No, I'm not writing a novel. I'm not that creative. My creativity, I guess, is mostly I'm a computer developer kind of thing, and that's where I sort of do my creative stuff. It's more in logic and things like that. Boring. This one here I saw. Boy, I can't remember. It was on somebody's channel here recently. I wish I could remember. I should write these things down. But I just loved this cover. It's a paperback. It's called Hex, A Witch and Angel Tale by Ramona Ray. And I remember talking and conversing to this person on YouTube about it. This reminds me of Bewitched. If you're old enough to remember the Bewitched show. And I think it was, she had said also that she thought it was actually supposed to do that. That they made it a parody or something, if you will, off of that. And I believe it is also a very humorous book. And it is kind of a high school kind of a book, and I don't normally tend to go for the high school stuff. But I mean, I like young adult, but I don't like it when the entire thing isn't going on in high school and there's, usually the love triangle and the I don't know, I just don't get into a lot of that. But I'm going to try it anyway because it just looks so cool. Okay, Anne Perry, The Sheen on the Silk. This book has been getting mixed reviews in the community for Anne Perry. She is a very prolific author, and I have a couple books of her. I have yet to read her, but for some reason, here we go, the cover again. And the subject matter, I guess, took me in to buy the book. Arriving in the ancient Byzantine city in the year 1273, Anna Zarides has only one mission: to prove the innocence of her twin brother Justinian, who has been exiled to the desert for conspiring to kill Bessarion, a nobleman. Disguising herself as a eunuch named Anastasius, Anna moves freely about in society, using her skills as a physician to maneuver close to the key players involved in her brother's fate. So it just sounded really good. Like I say, mixed reviews, but I'm going to read it anyway. I have two more. Don't Sleep, There Are Snakes. Life and Language in the Amazonian Jungle by David L. Everett. Another really, really nice cover. This is a nonfiction book. And this is a journey. He went there as a missionary, studied these people. He's a linguist. He studied these people's language, and his primary mission was to translate the Bible into their native language. And what happened was that the people do not have a sense of, I don't want to get into this too much because I don't want haters and things on here, but the people don't have a sense of past and future in their language. Their language is the present. So they don't understand what they're lost from. If you understand Christianity, they don't get a concept of a God. They don't have gods and things in any mythology in their tribe. So it was very difficult for him to try to persuade them to Christianity, and in essence they rejected it, and so did he. So it was his deconversion. Part of it was, a lot of it is going to be the linguist, the how he translated the language and what it is about their language that is so very different from things that, say, Western and even Eastern people are used to. The last book I have is The Christmas Train by David Baldacci, and I got this because I absolutely love the cover. It's Christmassy. We have the train and the snow and all that going on, and it's a mass market paperback, and that's the only one that had this cover on it. The other ones were like a Christmas tree with just an ornament hanging. So love the cover. It's probably like a 3-star book. I don't care. David Baldacci is known for a lot of thrillers. He has written several non-thriller novels, and I hear they are really pretty good. So I wanted to try this one. All right, the last thing I had to show you was I got one of those 3D bookmarks, and I'm picking them up from the store. There's several of them. And so we will close with that glittery 3D kind of cool oceany kind of a bookmark. So I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do a long haul on all of these or not. Most likely not all of them, but I may do a few that really pique my interest. So hope you enjoyed. Bye.